I'm jacked up to be back.
All eyes on Youngstown State today as the university officially introduced Bo Pelini as its head football coach. It's the big story we've been following since we first broke it on our website, WKBN.com. Today, the Valley native talked for the first time about coming back home, what it means for his family, and the YSU football program. Our 27 First News team is covering all of the angles of this big story tonight. Let's kick things off with anchor Dave Sess. He's live on campus. Dave?
Yeah, well, clear your calendar for September 12th and maybe ask for a lot of tailgate supplies for Christmas. That September 12th date is the date that Bo Pelini will coach his first home game back on the YSU sideline. They'll be playing Robert Morris that day. Now keep in mind, YSU will have 6 home games next year. 3 of those games will be against teams which made the FCS playoffs this season. And 2 of them are still in the national semifinals this week. Now that should tell you his job will not be a cakewalk to a national championship trophy. Now, everyone wonders why move down from a top job in the Big Ten, but Bo just doesn't see it that way at all.
You don't go down to anything. Football's football, coaching's coaching. And I know one thing, they play some really good football in this conference. I have a lot of respect for what's happening in this conference and the type of coaching that goes on. And regardless, I want to, I like to coach football.
Well, he likes it a lot. Bo won 9 games, at least 9 games, every season that he was at Nebraska. That was 7 years. YSU hasn't had a team which has won 9 games since 2006, and that's the last time the Penguins went to the playoffs. Erica?
All right, Dave. Now, despite that winning record that you mentioned, Nebraska fans quick to tell you he lost some of the big games while there. That led to some contention between Pelini and Husker Nation. And even though he didn't name names today, Bo didn't leave any hard feelings behind, right, Dave?
Yeah, he talked a lot today about having a president and an athletic director who really understand football. Now, that talk about the president, a school president, which knows football, really, he felt he didn't have that situation at Nebraska. Now, it's getting a lot of play nationally, but his tone kind of was more of a compliment toward Jim Tressel than maybe a slam back at the University of Nebraska. But I understand why people back in Lincoln are maybe taking it that way. But, Bo, I think, is just happy to be here. That situation's behind him. Yeah, I hope he's moving forward right now. Again, September 12th, the Penguins' first home game next season.
We're counting down the
Live
months.
Campus, I'm Dave Sess. Back to the studio.
All right, Dave, thanks so much. Well, our sports team broke the story of Bo's homecoming yesterday, and today sports director Ryan Allison spoke to the Youngstown native one-on-one. He learned why this move is so important to Pelini's family.
We are here with the 7th head coach in program history, Mr. Bo Pelini. And Bo, first of all, welcome back.
Thanks. Good to be back.
This town is buzzing. I mean, it is a very exciting time here in Youngstown. How excited are you to be back here?
I can't even tell you. It's hard. It's all happened really quick, but I'm excited to be coming back. I'm excited for the opportunity and to be part of this, great university and really to be a part of this community.
You mentioned home, you mentioned family a lot in your initial press conference. Was that the deciding factor to be part of Youngstown State?
That was a big part of it. Get back to your roots and the things that I haven't lived here in a long time. I've missed it, always miss it because it'll always be home. But also having, a great support structure in place here at YSU. That was very enticing to me. That was a very important part of this decision.
Everywhere you've been, the expectations have been high. It's not going to change here. The expectations would be in the playoffs and compete for a national championship. How would you address that with fans and what kind of brand of football and the expectations for you this season?
I can tell you this, that's what the expectation should be here at YSU. That's my expectation, is to be in the playoffs, to compete for national championships. Is that going to happen right off the bat? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. But we're going to start working in the direction as far as doing the things that are necessary to win football games and build a program with a solid foundation that operates in a culture of winning, in a culture we're going to have high standards in this program, both on and off the field.
Last question I'll ask you, and that's about recruiting. I mean, obviously, over the past 7 years at Nebraska, you've taken some talent and convinced them to go to Nebraska with you. Do you think you can convince those same type of players to stay here and be a Penguin?
Time will tell. There's there's a lot of good football players in this area. Are we going to get every one of them? Probably not, but we're going to work to get every one of them. We're going to get our fair share, and our job is to put a program together and get people rallied around this program, to get people excited about it again, and hopefully we get that entices more and more kids to want to come play here.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you very much for the time. Good luck this season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
With the next head coach at Youngstown State, I'm Ryan Allison. Back to you.
All right, Ryan, thanks. Well,